in what regions or countries has the GCF been more active in supporting water security projects and why?
So thanks for the great question. First of all, GCF actually doesn't have any tagging for any region or any country. So our money is actually open. It depends on the need by the country, and whenever they come with the proposal and the time is mature, we actually go for financing. But if you just look at our current portfolio, Africa may be one of the largest accessing the climate financing at this moment. And also, if you look at the need is quite high. Seed country has a quite potential need, but I think still actually they are not accessing that greater amount because of other challenges such as actually packaging a proposal, having some locally led hydrologist or water engineer who can actually develop such kind of concept is actually still far behind.
It is important to ensure that the benefits of climate change projects are shared equitably among the participants, and this can be a challenge, as marginalized groups may have less power to negotiate for their interests. In relation to capacity, marginalized groups may need additional capacity building to participate in climate change projects effectively. This could include training on climate change, project management, or financial literacy. They may also need assistance accessing the consultations themselves.
If you look at this year, it's actually quite a significant milestone. Actually, water has been advocated heavily how we can actually achieve the 2030 goals on sustainable development goals, Sendai framework, Paris Agreement, new urban agenda, Kunming biodiversity law, and water has been, highly mixing with all those frameworks. But if you look at the progress with the midterm review, that we are actually falling short. So that means actually we are not able to achieve what we need to achieve by 2030. But I would like to maybe say that we like to see more on the integration between the weather, water, climate, and ocean. Being coming from New Zealand, that we are quite heavily engaged and integrated with our indigenous knowledge, which we call the Te Maori. And we believe that everything is interconnected. You cannot look at silos as ocean or atmosphere separately.
It can be a challenge for partners to identify and engage marginalized groups, such as women, indigenous peoples, and people with disabilities in climate change projects. These groups may not have the same access to information or resources as other groups, and they may be hesitant to participate in projects that are not designed to meet their specific needs. It is important that they are given a voice in culturally appropriate ways, and that all means are used to identify stakeholders and meaningfully consult with them.
So we need to look at the whole integrated approach, and in the water business, we like to see actually how this cross-cutting theme embedded, woven together to make it more sustainable solution. And also we like to see as a 2030 strategy how we can actually promote more private sector engagement and looking at water as an asset class and as well as water as a nexus, not just as a silos, and how we can actually promote an enabling environment, policy, legislation to enhancing the water security as well as bringing the private sector or entrepreneur into the market heavily.